let us begin the Ramayana part with this sloka. Apodam apahartaram dataram sarvasampadam lokaviramam sriramam bhuyo bhuyo namamyaham. Ramaya Ramachandraya Ramabhadraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Friends, in April we discussed how the Sri Rama, he was moving from Kiskinda to the seashore, exactly like the modern army movement. The huge hundreds and thousands of Banara and also the other tribal soldiers, they were moving under their leaders, and they were protected from the left side, from the right side, at the back, in the front. And the main leaders, Sri Rama, Lakshmana, and Sugriva, Hanumana, they were in the middle of and slowly they reached over there and made the camp. So this is the fast movement, and a wonderful description that the Rishi Balmiki he has given. And after so many hundreds of years, when you read that, as if just a modern the warfare, the way they train the soldiers, the same way it happened. Who will be carrying protecting the food? Who are the people who will taking care of the injured, the soldiers and the doctors, the nurses, everything. So that is the way the Sri Ramachandra moved. He camped, and then he called the leaders and the ministers. Come, let us discuss about the particularly the how to attack, the plan of campaign. First problem, how to cross the ocean. So that is the reason some of them, those who were engineers, so they were consulting where is the mainly an island. So island and the mainland, it is most narrow. So that is the place we have to first select. Then the water also should be not that much like other in the ocean. And where from we will get the stones to make the bridge. Everything they were planning. The first, who are the people will be crossing? All these details they were having, they were discussing. In the meantime, a few miles away, on an island, Ravana also called a meeting of his ministers and leaders. So they were also planning. In the meantime, they came to know that the Rama has very successfully has got the support of the Sugriva and the other tribal leaders. You know, those tribal leaders, they used to wear different type of dresses. The some used to wear the dress like the bears, the bhalluka, and some like the birds. So like that, they used to dress them in that way. And major group was the Banara, who used to wear like the monkeys, a tail and like that. So the whole group they came, and most of them they were very powerful. So that news had already reached to the Ravana. Now, when he abducted the Sita, he never consulted with others. Now the problem has come. Now he is consulting with all his ministers. In the meantime, when, of course, you know that all this are very, very secret. So they are not supposed to know by the ordinary people. So that is called state secrets. Ordinary people should not know it. But whispering that everywhere, people from one corner to the another corner of this, the city island, they all came to know that they are coming, they are coming. A terrible fear, psychosis that developed over there. That was a great success of the Mahavir Hanuman. When he came all alone, of course he was a great, great powerful. So he alone came, and we all know, we have already studied that a devastating effect. He was burning the towns, he was killing the people, and he was fearless. And sometimes he could be huge, sometimes he is normal. So all those things, that means all that magical power also he was having. The Rakshasas, many of them, they were having the magical power, but they also understood that we are no compare with Hanuman. And somehow it spreaded the rumor, the most of the Banaras are like the Hanumana. So only one person came and he did it so much harm to us. And suppose, like him, thousands and thousands are coming, what will happen to us? So as it always happened, and people, they were afraid of the war. At the same time, they couldn't say anything because the Ravana was there. So we can understand their psychology. Every moment they were thinking, what will happen to us? At that time, Ravana called the meeting. Ravana himself was also thinking what will happen. But he himself was not very much confident. So when he said, please uh, advise me, what should I do? To cheer him up, different Rakshasas leader, they said, O mighty king, you alone can defeat all these Banaras and Bhallukas and the human, and particularly their leader, Sri Rama. They are no match to you. So this is the problem. They should give the proper advice to the leader. Instead, they always they say, which actually he will like to hear, that they are not good ministers. We will come to know about another person who was a true minister. But when the devastation comes, it is because of the karma phala, and majority of the people, they start making the mistakes in taking decisions. This always happen in the society, and result, like uh, in the Ramayana, as we read, whole Lanka it was burned. Almost everyone was died, killed. So that devastation comes because of the wrong decision. These people, instead of telling, "O Ravana, this has nothing to do with the our kingdom. It is only your problem. You have abducted a wife of somebody, and now just return her. That's all. Why you are involving the whole country?" But they couldn't say that. They were afraid of Ravana. And even they knew that death is coming. Even then they were going on flattering Ravana. And he said, "O king, you are so mighty, so powerful that no one can stand before you. And what to talk about these Banaras and Ballukas and the human being? They cannot do anything. O king, have you forgotten that you have defeated the king of Nagas in the netherworld? And also that you have compelled your rich and powerful brother Kubera to give you his flying car, the Pushpaka Ratha." That is the Ravana, he was the son of the Maharishi Vishwasrava. And Kubera, he was also the brother of Ravana, maybe almost not directly maybe, but he was the brother of Ravana. And they were mentioning that the Kubera was very rich and he used to live in a very wonderful place. He was having a chariot which could fly. I don't know, they have not mentioned in a proper way. Otherwise, we could say that was the first aeroplane or a helicopter. Because the other description that it can lift some the good number of people, it could carry weight. At the same time, from one place without any runway, it could just lift. That means a sort of helicopter. It is not an imagination. Had it been imagination, there could be many, many like that helicopters or the Pushpaka Ratha. The name of that particular car was Pushpaka. Only one was there, and that too to a very, very rich person, not even the Devas. He was a fabulously rich person, Kubera. The Kubera, that the richest person in those days, he was having. That means it may be true. But the problem, the Indians, they never keep in details all this description. Who built it, how it is to fly, and what was the fuel, nothing was there. So the imagination comes, and the Western scholars simply deny it. Oh, this is a cock and bull story. But personally, I think something was there. Otherwise, my argument in this way, otherwise, if it is the imagination of the writer could make this type of card many. Why only one? Obviously, it may be. Anyway, it was with the Kuber, who was a very rich person, as a billionaire, multimillionaire, like that we can say. And Ravana, he went, fought with him, and forcefully took away that. So the his sycophants, they are mentioning, oh, you went over there, you fought with him, and then you took away that. Obviously, that you are powerful. Then another he mentioned, that do you remember that there was another, the Rakshasa king, Danava king, his name was Moy. Moy Danava, he was as a great the architect. So in those days, the Danavas, they were great architects and many other things they could do. So this Moy Danava, he constructed many marbles in those days. And his daughter was Mandodari. Manda means less. Udari means the belly. That means there's a very thin waist lady. Usually there's a beautiful lady. And Mandodari was truly very, very beautiful. And he wanted to marry that lady, the Ravana. Ravana was very powerful. Then what this person will do? Though he was a king, he was very famous for his architectural knowledge, but at the same time, he could not fight back with Ravana. He had to. He was compelled to give marriage to his daughter, beautiful daughter, with the Ravana. So the Mandodari was Ravana's wife. So they were mentioning, they don't forget, you did all those things. There was one whose name was Prahasta. The Prahasta said, O king, no one among Deva, Danava, Gandharva can do any harm to us. What to talk about Manava and Banara? So Deva means a group of people who were highly educated and cultured. And Danava, they were educated but mostly handyman sort of people. So they made, afterwards they say that the Asura, they became the Asura, Sura, Asura, Danava. But they were there. But they were very good in making different things. So Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, that was all this. They say it was actually the Asuras. They constructed this type of townships, etc. But they could not fight with the Devas. The Devas were having many other powerful weapons. So, except this is the way. The Gandharvas, they were famous for their uh, the the songs and the dances, the dramas. So that was a group. Now, suppose the movie artist, they live in one place, they are the famous for their that particular art. They can sing, they can dance, they can perform that in drama and all that. So there's a group of people. So they were called Gandharvas. Same those things, the people they were also there in those days. They could not. They were also very powerful fighters. And nowadays, it is not necessary. Every country is having their own the army and the police and all those to protect people. But in those days, people they used to protect themselves. So they all knew how to fight back, but they could not fight with the Ravana. So he is mentioning, the Prahasta is mentioning, O king, the no one among these Danava and Deva, Gandharva could do any harm to us. He is taking the pride in they could not do any harm to us. We. Now, what about the Manava and Banara? So, the civilization in those days, that was a Manava civilization, Danava civilization, Deva civilization, Gandharva civilization, Banara civilization. So all they were, the Bhallukas, they were also almost with the Banaras. They were used to stay in the hills, so we can understand they are tribal type of people. So they were there. Then one after another, when this Prahasta says, then one after another, like the Durmukha, Mahabali, Bajjadrangsta, Kumbhakarna Stan, Nikumbha, all this started shouting and then, oh, we can fight back, like that. They were inspiring the king and just give us the permission, we will go and kill those. I will cut the head of the Rama and the Lakshmana and we'll bring to all they were the bragging. So they never knew how powerful Rama and Lakshmana, how powerful the Hanumana. And sometimes some people, when the enemies are not there in front, they show like that to impress the king, their ruler, their master, and at the same time to show that I am a powerful person. Only one person was there in that meeting, that was Ravana's brother, he is Vibhishana. You know that traditionally Vibhishana means he is the betrayer, but no. Vibhishana was the only person who could properly think. He could understand what is going to happen. Majority of the people they go on in just because of the something is going on, all they join in that. But when the destruction, devastation, the war comes, then these people they remain nowhere. So obviously there are some calm and they always separate themselves from the thing that is happening and they can judge. Like the rishis, their minds are very calm and they can judge in the correct way. It's very, very difficult. Even in the modern times also you will find majority of the people supporting a wrong person, knowing that his character is not good and his administration is bad, his decisions are bad. Even then somehow they think, oh, this is the person, then give us the great respect. How can he? He is a selfish person, he has no experience, no love for the country, he's just talk like that, but he never does. But they will never see that. They go and they imagine this is the person. And the result, they all suffer. In the Second World War, the First World War, the human being, they suffered. Just because of the wrong decision, they chose a wrong leader. And he was a psychopath, he was a crazy type of person. He was thinking they will do this, we will do that, which is impossible. In the time of Ravana also, Ravana and Rama, if all those people could come and say, Ravana, now we are all really afraid. Look at it. One Hanumana came. And just because of one person, We have lost so much. We couldn't fight him back. Now thousands of like that, if they come, what will happen? And moreover, we are we cannot go anywhere. All around us is the ocean. We are island people. So obviously there is no escape for us. So think about it. So they are coming from the outside. But here, all our families are there. Our wives, our children, all family is there. Old people, children. So how we can save them? These people, their only soldiers are coming. Their families are far away somewhere. So they don't bother about protecting the family. We have to think about protecting the family. So it is better, and this is no reason, only you have abducted someone's wife, now please return her back. That's all. Vibhishana said that to his brother, and he said, O king, it is always better to avoid war. Because before that, there are other three steps are there. Sama, Dana, Veda, and Danda. These are the four way you can administrate. When you are doing the administration, there's the problems are there. It is better to go and have the friendship first. The first send your emissaries and develop a friendship. Remove the misunderstanding. That's all. And everything will be all right. But if you are thinking that egoistically that I will go and fight, now in the recent world and in our time now, and you look around the world, you see, they could sit and discuss and solve their problem. Instead, they thought, let us go and kill some people, innocent people. And what you can do by killing the innocent people? Only when they are coming back and then fighting and killing, who are suffering. Our own people are suffering. But these people, they don't think about this countrymen. Apparently they show that we are fighting for you. No. They are fighting for their own ego, for their own power, for their own control. Nothing else. So they don't think that when the enemies will come on us, they are not bringing their family, but we are sitting in our houses, our families. The old people will be there, children will be there, the students will be there, everything will be destroyed. The suffering will be our people. But no, the Ravana's people also was thinking, only Vibhishana came and told, why don't you send someone and talk to Rama that, well, your brother punished my sister, and for that I have abducted your wife. Okay, now let us have friendship. I am sending back your wife, and let no war. That's all. The Sama. Dana, give some gift also, and tell the others we need not to fight like this. Let us amicably we can solve it. Try to divide them. That if you are dividing the Banaras from the Manavas, the Manava means only two are there. So all the Manavas that it is not there. Soldiers, only Banaras and two. So if you can somehow divide them, then also you can win instead of going for the war. The last option is the Danda. Danda, that is the war. And oh brother, you know, the Rama himself killed 10,000 of our people in one place alone. Do you think he's very weak? He's not ordinary human being. He has already proven that he is so powerful. He is having the great weaponaries that we won't be able to fight him back. Instead of inviting the death, why don't you first take care and go before him and say, I am sorry, so let us have some friendship. But Ravana became very angry, as is always happened. The egoistic people, they behave like that. And he said, no, I cannot listen to you. The first, when the first day, when the Vibhishana went and talked to him tried to convince him that instead of killing so many people, so let us solve it amicably. Then no, he didn't do that. In Europe, in the medieval ages, so there was a system. When the two armies are coming face to war, sometimes the two kings used to say, come, we too will fight. Whoever will be defeated is a defeat for the whole country. We need not to involve all these people. And the total, the war means so many people will be killed. So it is a total loss. So we two kings, they will. So that was the challenges they used to have. Sometimes they will say, suppose the king himself is not that powerful physically, then he will choose one of his hero. He will go and he will represent me, fight against him. Send one of your person. That was also the system. So he was thinking that the Ravana should go and talk to Rama, if necessary, individual that they can challenge each other. Then why to involve all the people? But nothing actually worked. Then afterwards, Ravana, he showed, physically, then the body language, that I am not liking your words. He just got up and entered into the inner apartment, closing the door at his back, so that Vibhishana could not follow him, though he is his brother. Even then, he didn't allow him to follow him. That was enough for the Vibhishana to understand that Ravana is not liking his words. Not only that, some of the younger, that is Ravana's son, came and he told the uncle, why you are so weak? If you look at our all these people, everybody is ready to fight this the group. Whoever comes. Among all of us, you are the only person who actually all were afraid. But they could not say that before Ravana. And they were hiding the weaknesses and the fear, and then outwardly they were expressing, oh, we can fight. But Vibhishana, he was truthful to not only to himself but to Ravana also. And he was concerned, comparing the power of Rama and Ravana, comparing the how the every places the Rama is successful, no one could do any harm to him. All the relatives, they attacked Rama, but even then they could not do any harm. So many others previously, the Khara, Dushana, all those, nothing, no harm they could do to Rama, though very young in age, but very powerful. Shall we not be careful? After seeing all these references, then shall we not be careful to protect ourselves? That was Vibhishana. But these people, they took it very casually. When the younger son of the Ravana came, the Vibhishana told, you are very young, I don't like to discuss with you and debate with you, but know it for sure we are doing very wrong thing. Next day, early morning, when the Ravana used to get up and used to go to a shrine, his own god was there. He was the Shiva Bhakta. He was the devotee of the Lord Shiva. So he used to go over there to worship the Shiva. At that time, Vibhishan came, early morning again, he came. And he was waiting for the Rama to come out of his own temple. When the Vibhishana. When the Vibhishana came out of his temple after the prayer, naturally the mind is calm. Vibhishana, Ravana's brother, he thought this is the best time to convince him. Among others, when they are all instigating him, it is very difficult to take the judgment. So I will try to convince him. So look at the genuineness. He is a person who could understand that what is really good. His wife Sarma, she was also very good. And Bibhishana went and told, brother, now not as a king, but as a brother I am telling you, please You have not discussed with any one of us before abducting. Now, when you have brought her over here, the Sita, in your family also, your wife is also not happy. Obviously, the male people they don't bother, but the women's are not happy. So obviously they are thinking unnecessarily why you are taking this risk. Please think about it. Moreover, we have seen Rama's power. That is also keep in consideration before you take the decision. We have seen only one of the Vanaras, how powerful, how cunning, and how the political way they can behave. If one is such, the Anumana he was referring, then think if thousands like that comes, what will happen to us? And why we are putting all our whole thing, we are all right, and it is not a problem of the country, it is a problem of yourself. Just you are a king of the country, why you should put everyone in danger? Think of it. Ravana became very, very angry. And he said, I don't like to talk to you. Our family, we never been afraid of anyone. And you know my record? I have defeated everyone, even the Indra. He's afraid of me. What you are talking about the Rama? He's nothing but a human being. He is not physically powerful than me. And I am also having a lot of divine weapons, which the Rama is not having. Moreover, Rama is coming from a far distance. He is already exhausted, and his soldiers are also tired. But we are sitting over here. The moment they will reach our island, our kingdom, it will be easy for us to handle them, to kill them. So you need not to bother about it. And moreover, I don't like to see your face. Go away, I banish you. If I see second time you are coming, then I will kill you. So then it was naturally, since he said he will do that, so Vibhishana and four of his very close friends who were all the time in his association, the five of them, the four other Danavas and Vibhishana, they came out of the city and crossed that ocean to reach to Rama's place. So this is, they said in the, before he was leaving, the Vibhishana said to the Ravana, he said, Purusha Sulabha Rajan Satatam Priyavadinaha. Priyavadinaha. Telling the sweet words. That type of people, it is always is there. Oh, you are so good, you are so powerful, so beautiful. Like that, people simply say like that, but they don't mean it. This type of sycophants you will get everywhere and always. It is very easy. But they don't love you. They don't respect you. They don't think about your real goodness. What will be true if they won't say that? Like the mother, she always take care of the children and always the faults or the weaknesses of the children, she will put it, see, you are not good in this, you are not doing rightly. But others won't do that. They don't bother. So that is why it is one who is coming and telling you the truth, your weaknesses, your fault, and the danger that is awaiting if you do this. They really, really love you. But you are not understanding that. It's a beautiful verse it mentioned in the Yuddha Kanda. Purusha Sulabha Rajan Satatam Priyabadina. Priyabadi, these mean sweet words. You will get it satata everywhere. You will get this type of Purusha, the people. Apriyasya cha patyasya. But those who tell apriya, the truth, but bitter truth, if they can. Bhakta srota cha durlava. Durlabha, it is very difficult to get the bhakta, one who will come and tell you the truth, and srota, who will hear it and then appreciate it. Will say you are correct, as because I was not understanding these things. You are the right friend, you are a good friend. So you came and pointed me that these are the weaknesses I am having. Now I should be careful about that. But this type of people are very less, and the speakers and also the listeners. This is a very famous sloka of the Valmiki Ramayana, apriyasya cha patyasya. So this, when they say this thing, the bhakta and srota are very less. The result will be very bad if you do like this. Only very close people will say, and those who truly understand and love you. But very unfortunate, people don't like to listen to that. They only like to listen those which will go on giving him, fanning his ego. So that is the same words here it mentions that same thing, the Marich. Marich, that particular person, we remember the Maricha was having a power that he could change himself into different animals' body. The yogic power he was having, the miraculous power. And this is the Maricha. He knew that he will be killed in the hands of the Rama, but still, again, he said Ravana. Ravana told, you better take a form of a golden deer and go and stand before the Sita. And as being a lady, then the golden deer, something new, and she'll be, and Sita was very young, very young. So almost 17, 18 years young lady. So she'll be tempted. And she will surely ask Rama to catch you. And Rama, as a husband's the duty to whatever the request the wives they do, usually they fulfill. The Rama will surely do that. And when he will chase you, I will abduct the Sita. Hearing that, Maricha also told, like the Vibhishana, Ravana, it will be the very bad thing that you are going to do. If you have the courage, you better go and fight with the Rama himself. As a man, you go and fight with him. His brother, Lakshmana, he has done something harm to you, our sister. Maricha was also related to our sister. Well, we can go and challenge him. Why he has done that? And we can challenge him, we can punish him. That is the rules are there. We can do that. Why Sita? She has not done anything. Then the Ravana didn't listen to him too. He also told the same sloka, that is, it was repeated over there in that Aranyakanda. Aranyakanda also he said, Purusha Sulabha Rajan Satatam Priyavadinaha Apriyasya cha Patyasya Bhakta Srota cha Durlabha. This is Durlabha, it is very difficult to find. Now after saying that, he went to the other bank of the ocean to Rama. When they reached over there, immediately they were arrested. Naturally, the guards were there. They found the five of them, Vibhishana and four of his guards, they are there. So obviously, they could understand that Vibhishana is somebody is very special because of his stature, because of his dress, and that. So they immediately arrested them. Now brought to Rama and Lakshmana. We can understand that somebody arrested, and whenever there will be the soldiers all around, there will be people guarding them, and anything they understand that may be dangerous for our camp, for our people, they will arrest them. And it was a war time. So obviously, they were very, very alert. They arrested Vibhishana. And Vibhishana didn't hide anything. He said, I am the brother of the Ravana, and the Ravana has insulted me, so I have come to take shelter in the Rama. They didn't believe. They were thinking that he has come to watch the how many soldiers are there, what type of weapons there, how they are planning to cross the ocean, all these secrets. So now we find that this is nearly hundreds and thousands of years before this thing is happening. But when the writer, we can say that historians, he is writing it down. He is giving the wonderful description. Same thing happened even today in the human society. A group of people this thought that we should kill, and the Sugriva, he was the king. The people they brought to Sugriva. Sugriva was the king, and he was the leader of the Banaras. Obviously, Banara reported to Sugriva. Then Sugriva brought it to the Rama and Lakshmana, and Sugriva said, I think that we should kill these people because they must have come to understand what is we are having. So it is better if they go back. We do not know. These people mostly they are having the supernatural power, magical power. Suddenly they will disappear from here. Let us kill them. That was his opinion in the beginning. And he said, the Angad also said that this is Angad, another leader. He also mentioned that it is better that we should torture him and try to get the information about Ravana and Ravana's soldiers and their weaponaries and their planning, as because he is the brother of Ravana, so he must be knowing all this, and then afterward we will kill him. First, let us torture them, get all the information, then we will kill him, or keep them under arrest so that they cannot go back. So all they were discussing. Mainda, he was also said that instead of torturing, let us develop a friendship with this Vibhishana. We will be behaving apparently very sweetly and showing that we are friends, and let us get all the information from Vibhishana. If we torture, maybe he won't say. Since he has come up out of his own, let us behave. Oh, yes, you are our friend. So we can understand different people, they were giving different opinion, which always have in any meeting. So Mainda was telling like that. But Vibhishana, no. He told, no, you are not understanding me. I have deserted my brother's camp, and I have come here to take refuge with the Rama. So he was repeating that, but he was his personality. It was obviously the people, they were thinking, oh, it must be true. Rama was observing and listening. He didn't comment anything. All other people, they were commenting. And now, now the Hanumana said, Lord, to Rama, Lord, Vibhishana is the brother of Ravana. It may be that the Vibhishana, he knows, since he will go, he will kill the Ravana. As you have killed the Bali, and after killing Bali, you have not captured the kingdom, or rather, you have given it to Bali's brother Sugriva. Similarly, all these informations are already there, so his calculation is like this. He wants to become the king of this his own place. As long as Ravana is there, he is not having the chance. Now he is trying to take this chance, this opportunity, that you go, kill Ravana, and give that kingdom to him. That is why he has come to take shelter in your place. Rama smiled, and Rama appreciated the way Hanumana thought. And that is correct. Actually, that too was not truly correct. Vibhishana never came to become a king. Vibhishana wanted to be always with the righteousness. He was a very righteous person, dharmika. Though they say as because he, afterwards we'll come to know, and those who have read the Ramayana, you know, he told many, many secrets to Rama and Lakshmana, and that is the reason they could defeat them. There were many, the secrets were there, how to kill Ravana, how to make him weaken, who is who, what, by how we can capture them. All these things he declared, and he gave it to Rama. Of course, his own people were not happy with him, but Vibhishana did it not for the power and the kingdom, but Rama was a very good person. He was like a god to him. So he said, Rama, you are my God. Your righteousness, your truthfulness, I am impressed. So I like to be with you. Now, in the great war of the Mahabharata, when both the armies they were facing each other, it was declared that was the norm in those days. So these are the reasons for which we are going for the war. And we will cut each other's throat. We do not know after the war who is going to survive and who is going to die. Now is the last opportunity. If you like to change the mind and go back without war, you are free. If you like to change the camps also, that is also you are free. If you like to join the Pandavas camp, go. Or from Pandavas camp, if you like to go to Duryodhana's camp, that is also possible, you can go. When they declared like that, the last brother of the Duryodhana, there were 100 brothers, the last one, he joined the Pandavas group because he said they are on the side of the truthfulness. So I will always be with the truthfulness. So this is they are not actually deserting or doing any harm to their own camp. They are following the path of righteousness. Wherever there is truth, I am always with that. Whether my father, uncle, brothers, mother, if they are not with me, I don't care. I am always with the truthfulness. The Vibhishana also, the same way, he came to take refuge, that I am not going to be the part of some falsehood and the killing. It was a great scene on behalf of the Ravana that he abducted the Sita. Sita has nothing to do with all this. Sita didn't do any harm to Ravana. And Sita was not fighting back. How come a man like Ravana could do that? So obviously he came here. Rama, he said, well, please call Vibhishana. And when the Vibhishana came, Rama talked to him. You can understand, in the beginning, Rama is observing. He will never say anything. When the Vibhishana, about the Vibhishana people are talking, he is listening. And different people gave different type of opinion. But when the Hanumana said, this may be the reason that he wants to be the king, and he came to know that you have killed one brother and given the kingdom in the hand of the next brother, like the Sugriva, the Bali and Sugriva. So obviously he may be thinking that you will make him king after killing Ravana. That may be that. It may be. So Rama smiled and then bring him here. So Vibhishana came and Vibhishana told that some of the people, they are unnecessarily. First, Ravana made a great mistake. I don't think the Ravana should do it because insulting a lady, and that too like Ma Sita, so humble and so chaste, she should not do it. But just because of that lady, he is going to put his whole country, thousands of people's life into danger. Just because of his own ego, just because of his own passion. And he never minds that if the thousands of his own people will die. So I am not liking it, so I have deserted. Not that I didn't disclose it to him, I disclose it. But he didn't listen to me. Rather, he insulted me like a dog and kicked me out from that place. So I have come to take shelter, and whatever way it is possible, I will help you. Then the Rama told, I also take the oath in the name of my brothers. This is the first time, not in the name of the gods, but brothers. The Rama loved his brothers. Now a brother, Ravana's brother, is leaving Ravana, and coming to the Rama's camp. And Rama, he is taking the oath in the name of his brothers. So this is the difference. Ravana, he is the elder son. Rama is also the elder son. Ravana's brothers, they were there. They were also very, very powerful. The Kumbhakarna was very powerful. Then all this. Now, Rama, why he mentioned like this? That this is the difference between your brothers and our brothers. All are righteous. All are good. Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna. So he took the oath in the name of the three brothers, Bharata, Lakshmana, and Shatrughna. And I take the oath that I will protect you. Here the Lakshmana intervened, and he said, the Rama, don't you think you should think about it? Because all people have the opinion that he may get all our information, internal information, and go back and tell it to the Ravana. Then what will happen? Then he said, O Lakshmana, don't worry. If I wish, this is the first time Rama is disclosing his real nature. He is the most powerful Vishnu, the God, in human form. He is behaving like a human, and he is taking the help of others as if he won't be able to do alone. But no, it's just to give them the blessings. He is taking the help of the Hanumana and all this. And now when they were going on pestering, they were doubting his own power. Then he declared, and this is the first time perhaps in the Ramayana, he declared about his divine power. He said, if I want, in a flash, I can kill just with my thumb, I can kill the Ravana and all these people. All that you see, the Danava, Jaksha, Raksha, I can kill them with the power of my thumb. He is the creator. Obviously, the Rama didn't forget that. He always remembered that. But as because the Supreme Being, the Brahman, he has come in the form of a human being, he is behaving like a human. He is crying for his wife, as any husband, after losing the wife, they will also feel sorry, same way. He is in anxiety as if what is going to happen as the human being. But when reality comes, immediately, in the life of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, we also find like that. When the Ma Sharadamani Devi was crying like any ordinary lady after losing her husband, Sri Ramakrishna appeared before her and said, hey, why you are crying like this? Like an ordinary lady? Don't you know that I am the eternal bliss? I am everywhere, always, all pervading. Only I have gone, leaving this body, and I have gone to the eternal body. So you should not cry. And not once, many times he appeared and told Mother, Swami Vivekananda. The Sri Ramakrishna was God himself. But he was in the human form, so he was consulting the doctors. And like the ordinary people afraid of death and the misery and the suffering of the body, he also used to ask the doctors, am I going to be cured? And do you think this medicine will cure me? Whatever you prescribe, I will follow. And people used to think he is an ordinary person. No, they are not. Here we find the Rama. Then he said an unique word which only God can say. He said, and after this we will stop, Sakrideva prapannaya tabasmiti cha yachate avayam sarvabhutebhya dadami etad bratam mama. Etad bratam mama. This is my promise. Etam means this, bratam promise, mama, the Rama or the God. What is the brata? If anyone comes and say, O Lord, I take refuge in you, Sakrideva prapannaya tava aham iti. I am yours. I am at your mercy. I take refuge in you, O Lord. Jachate. When they say, when they come and when they pray, Avayam sarva bhutebhya. I protect them from all harms. No, nothing can happen to that person who has taken refuge in me. Only God can say that, no one else. Sri Rama is the God himself. Sri Rama is the Parabrahma himself. But he has taken the human form only to teach us how we should follow a religion. So friends, we will stop over here today and we will continue in the next month. Thank you, friends. And let us say Shanti 3 times and we conclude. Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om. Yes, Sarada?